Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane. Welcome to my 150th video. It's been a long journey here. I'm at 99 subscribers. I'm more concerned about subscribers and content and likes than I am about the number of videos. So, speaking of which, if you're watching this, hit a like, hit a subscribe. I could really use the subscribers. I am at 99 right now. So, and I wish this could be a little more fun video. I've got some fun stuff coming, but an incident happened last night. This is the weekend of Gen Con. Now, Gen Con, if you're not familiar with it, if you own 20-sided dice, Gen Con is like the Super Bowl, New Year's, Mardi Gras, and your birthday all rolled into one. It's a massive tabletop gaming convention. It's been going for a very long time. I hope someday to go. I just haven't ever been. But something happened last night, and this guy that you see on the screen, that's not me. I have a beard very similar to that, but that is the Quartering. He has a really great channel. You probably know him more than you know me, because he's got, I think he's up over 100,000 subscribers. He's big into Magic the Gathering. I used to be. I think the game's dying, so I sold my dual lands and all my power cards away. But last night, as he was sitting down talking with one of the Gygax family, he was attacked by some random dude out of nowhere. Basically, the guy came up, asked him his name. If he was him, he said yes, and he went to shake his hand in trust, and the guy just started pounding on him. The Quartering isn't a fighter. I don't think he's ever been military. I just don't think you're never really prepared for that. You think you're going to shake someone's hand and they attack you. You can't prepare for that. But the guy basically got away. From what I understand, Jeremy was saying, is the owner of the restaurant asked him not to call the police on this assault charge. So I don't know what that's all about. Basically, if you were a restaurant owner, you should handle a situation like that, or a restaurant manager. But it's a very sad thing, and it's a road we as a community, all of us in the community, can't go down. When you see in politics, like right here, Maxine Water, who has made multiple calls for harassment and rage in the streets over politics. And they say politics is downstream of culture. The problem is, if someone's calling for fascism, for brutality in the streets based on political alignment or perceived political alignment, we're going down a very, very dark path. We're going down a path that really has no civility and bodes dark days for the future. There has been even Dan Harmon, who is a very talented person. He's a very talented creator. He's doing some very good shows. He basically made a show about playing Dungeons and Dragons with his celebrity friends. It's a funny show. Now, his politics, as you'll see later, he went on a rant on his show Harmontown, basically calling 29% of the population, which is the registered Republican population of America, he basically just calls them Nazis. He says that they're Nazis, and I'm sure that bleeds over into all conservatives and basically everybody who voted for Trump. He feels that they're Nazis, and in that rant, he called for violence. He said the time for discourse is over, and he's calling for violence. So the problem is, when you start seeing things like that in the culture, when you start seeing politicians and celebrities that they respect calling for violence, you're going to see violence. And I do lay this assault on Jeremy and basically any other politically motivated assault of a YouTuber squarely at the feet of Dan Harmon and Maxine Waters. I would say something to Maxine Waters, or to Dan Harmon, but he's gone into hiding over another video he did. So that's where we are, and I'm going to appeal to both sides. Whether you are a social justice warrior, or whether you are Comicsgate, or wherever you fall into the culture, into the nerd culture, we cannot tolerate violence like this. We recently had, because of death threats, because of Batman number 50, Tom King has recently at San Diego Comic-Con had to hire a security guard to stay with him. This is not the way. This is the way that we destroy what little community we have. You know, we're a small community, and we get together at these conventions to kind of share and enjoy it. But if there's going to be violence along political lines, if there's going to be accusations which lead to violence, baseless accusations which lead to violence, we're going to lose it. We're going to lose this tiny little chunk of land that we have a couple times a year. San Diego Comic-Con, Gen Con, whatever con you go to. My favorite con is Dragon Con. I sincerely hope we don't see anything like that at Dragon Con, because to lose that would be absolutely devastating to the community. And if you understand Dragon Con is a very unique con, and I'd be very sad if I saw something like that happen. So I'm appealing to both sides. To the Comicsgate side, if you know anybody who's planning violence, you got to step forth. You got to stop that. That is a line that cannot be crossed in this discourse. Yes, we can disagree, but that doesn't mean we have to start punching each other. And on the other side, yes, that's fine if you think all Comicsgaters are Nazis. By all means, if you have proof, come forward, but you never have proof. But you need to understand that the violence isn't the way to do it. And I'm urging anybody who knows who this person is, because I think this person feels very proud and very excited that they did it. And I think they're going to brag somewhere. And if you see him, and if you see this person bragging and you know, boasting about it, you just ask yourself right now, is this the path? Is this the path that we want to go down? And I hope that you can see that the damage that this could do to the community, and the damage that this could do when the community gets together at conventions. If there's going to start being violence because of this, the venues are going to stop wanting to host these events that we have. So it diminishes the thing you love. It diminishes the outlet for it, and it diminishes these conventions, which we all love. We all have fun at these things. But that's all I got for that. If anybody knows anything about who did this, and from what the quartering is saying, the guy who did it has a four-day pass, and they are an attendee of Gen Con, who specifically knew him and specifically target him. If you know anything about it, if you know who this person is, please step forward. I'm going on vacation. I think when I get back, I may see if I can come up with some sort of reward for information leading to the identification of this person. But thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my 150th video. I wish it could be on a fun subject, but what we're dealing with today, it cannot be, and I had to speak out about it. And hopefully we can get some information, find out who this is, and please prevent this from happening in the future. Both sides. Do not resort to violence, because it will only destroy the community that we love. But thanks for listening. My name's Nerdicane. You can hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit me here, or you can hit me on Twitter. And have a good Thursday. Bye.